Cheers and welcome to Bitter Reality Brewing. Yes, we have an unboxing. Let's stop right there. First, I know half of you are like, yeah, whatever. And the other half are like, cool. Well, why do I like unboxings? Two reasons. One, if I'm looking to buy something, I know what comes in the box. I know how it all comes. I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool, that's cool. And number two, if I do buy something and I think I'm missing something, because yes, I overthink everything, I can go and verify, okay, there's a hollow space there. Okay, I'm good, I'm not missing anything, I'm not losing my mind. I overthink everything, so that's the way it is. Number two, and I know some of you have seen something like this on the Apartment Brewer with Steve, and some of you loved it, some of you thought it was kind of cool, and some of you gave him some flack. Well, hey, yes, it's the Pinter. And why is it a really cool invention? And I do say a really cool invention. Did you know they got 22 different kits, including ciders and seltzers? And it's expanding all the time. The big thing for the Pinter that I like, and I haven't even tried it, I haven't opened it, nothing. This is just purely from research, is that it brings in people who, one, can't afford to get into home brewing maybe. They can't afford crazy equipment. They don't want to spend a bunch of money on equipment. Maybe they don't want to take, a couple pots colander and buy a bunch of other stuff. They just want something nice and simple. They don't want to put so much their toes in the water. They want to put their feet in the water, and they want to enjoy what it's like to kind of make their own beers. Even if it's a kit, they are starting with that kit. And based on them being able to follow, what's the most important thing in home brewing? The process. They follow the process. They can make great beer, cider, or seltzer. That's right, by following the process. I'm very excited. The Pinter, I've watched the evolution. It's changed a lot. Didn't have very many beer kits when it first started. It's got 22 now, and I was blown away that it had that many, and I know it's getting new ones all the time. And that includes, like I said, very creative ciders, and then some seltzers too, which I know Drew is big into. That's my oldest. So what am I gonna do? We're gonna unbox this. No, we're not gonna brew right now. We're just gonna unbox it. I'm gonna show you what comes in the box. And right now, yes, I'm gonna have a discount. No, it's not an affiliate. Not getting a kickback, not that I'm aware of. But it's a very similar discount that's currently going on. So I appreciate you using my code just to say, hey, yes, we saw it at Bitter Reality Brewing. But the code is Bitter Reality 50. You get $50 off. You join the subscription where you get a beer kit every month. You can cancel at any time, and yes, you can cancel shortly after you get your first system and say, it's not for me. Or, hey, I only want to get 1 month, whatever, it doesn't matter. But what's cool is when you put in that code, you also get to pick two of any of the kits for free. They're like included. It's like 114 or something approximately based on which kit you pick. About 100, let's say over $100 off, okay? Because if you pick a cheaper kit, you're not getting as much off. If you're picking an expensive kit, you're getting a little bit more off. My honest opinion is you pick what you like, what you would enjoy drinking. Doesn't always have to be the most expensive thing out there. I'm just saying, sometimes the most expensive is due to cost. It has nothing to do with, well, it does have to do with what it is, but it has to do with cost of creating that thing. So let's get ready to it and let's unbox this thing, okay? First of all, this is exactly how the box showed up, okay? Now I did break the seal. I did not take anything out. I kind of looked at it and went, gotta stop. I need to show this off to everybody. So on one side it says electric blue. I'm gonna open the box. This is the receipt. I'm gonna just set that over there. Don't need to see my personal information. I've invited people to Jacksonville too many times. I know, you're looking at it going, wait, what's that? Okay, I'm gonna take out the most interesting part first, okay? Ready? The most interesting part. That's the empty box. I told you there might be some hollow stuff. Hey, just for the entertainment, come on. Yeah, show some love, appreciate it. Okay, so we have the Pinter here, and then I forget the name of this piece, but this is the fermenting piece, and it is, right here, Brewing Dock. There we go, I now remember the name. So that's the Brewing Dock. We'll take it out of the box here shortly. I'm gonna set it aside. We have, yeah, it's got some weight actually. I was quite shocked at how heavy it is. This is the Pinter, and they printed the word Pinter like all the way wrapped around the box. Kind of cool, always cool. I like the looks. I don't know if you realize that, but when it comes to cocktails, presentation is everything. Yeah, presentation is everything. Then you get the two beer kits you picked when you did the Bitter Reality 50. Yeah, this, I'm sorry, but for $100 with a brewing system that can brew at room temperature and 2 kits, and yes, I say 2 kits, I don't say beer kits. The reason being is they also offer a couple seltzers and a handful of ciders. 2 kits for $100. This is like the bomb for a Christmas gift. You want to hook somebody up who's ever even been curious, or maybe they do home brewing. This would be an awesome gift for $100. And then if you really want to hook them up, do the subscription, get another 20% off on each kit, and you know, you could do what's that, the gift that keeps on giving for an entire year. And no, it's not the, can't remember what that is in you know, the Christmas Story or whatever Christmas show where it was the jam that keeps jamming or giving or whatever. But yeah, this is beer, much better. Yeah, much better. You can jam, you can make beer out of it. So what do we have over here? Well, this would be the Raz Session Sour. Yes. And yes, I'll take it out of the box. I'll show you here shortly. Over here, I believe this is a bitter, Ancestors British Bitter. Yeah, nice British bitter ale, which I'm all game for. I've been getting it occasionally at a local brewery. I have not brewed a British lately. I've been dying to brew some. I just have so many other things on my plate. I have not had time. So I'll show you the kits shortly. Told you I was gonna show you everything. So first, we're going to show you the docking station. That way, when I show you the Pinter, we can figure out how it hooks to that. And if you've seen some of the videos out there, some of them are a little older. There's been some evolutions to this system. It has changed quite drastically in a very short period of time. So we're going to open the brewing dock, if I can figure out how. That's the first challenge. How do you open this thing? Yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. No, it's got a quick release. I didn't even see it. Thought it was going to be all fancy. What's really cool too, they offer another system where basically you're buying this piece without the fermenting piece so that you can ferment, start serving, and start another brew. That way you constantly have beer going without buying an entire pinter each time. Okay, everything's a little heavier than I thought it would be. I'm quite impressed. I'm a Gen X, you know, we're all about quality based on weight. You give us something that was super light, we're like, yeah, it's trash. So, yeah. This is where the yeast and shrub will collect. Just kind of a heads up on that. Oh wow, it's so shiny, I didn't even realize it went all the way down until I put my finger in the hole. Yeah, I'll let y'all take that where you want, but hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm kind of playing around with different things. It's the way I am. I used to get in trouble. I used to take things apart at home, and when I was a little kid, I wasn't very good at putting them back together. Okay, so it's got these little things that you just tear. That makes it really easy. Just tear these tabs. I like that. Can't put it back. Kind of proves I haven't unboxed anything. Oh, this is cool. I did not know this. This is cool. Okay. You got your pinter. You ready to go? But you want to take it to a friend's house. Okay. Let's take this apart. Okay, I'm going to show you this box. Actually, I'll turn it around because it's prettier from the other side. Welcome to a world of fresh beer. Isn't that cool? That's very, very cool. Love the presentation. And if you can't really see, down here, all that green to the left of me and a little to the right, those are photos of hops. That's all hops. That's really, really cool. So, oh, this is amazing. I did not expect this at all. Not even close. Never imagined it. I have not seen this anywhere on YouTube. No one has done an unboxing to show something like this, which makes it even cooler. This has changed. This is the little tap handle. It's changed. This is like a carrying bag, I would assume, or it's a cover. Oh, okay, it's a cover. It's a cover. I was wrong. It's a cover. Told you I hadn't opened one before. Never seen this before anywhere. Not even on YouTube. This kind of tears apart because it was glued. Oh, I thought it was like an entire manual in there. Scan for fresh notes or guide to all things Pinter. Just a little paper, but I guess, you know, if you want to put an entire manual in there, it's kind of cool. Didn't expect it. Love being surprised. That's one thing. Me and Drew are a lot alike. We love surprises. My wife and my youngest, they hate surprises. They will go nuts on you if you try to surprise them or something. They know you got something coming, they're gonna drive you nuts. Okay, that's it. It's just a really super cool box that unfolds, has all kinds of, let's make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope, I don't see any other parts. So, That's really cool. I wish it would like become like a permanent poster. You put it up on the wall or something, but hey, still very cool. How to brew, you got a little QR code up here. See if I can figure out how to close it. I'm not very good at putting boxes back together, but we'll do our best. We'll drop that in the original box. Okay. Now we're gonna slide the Pinter over. It's a nice little cloth cover with a little hook here. Very nice to kind of, you know, somebody's not, what's the blue thing in your kitchen? You put this over it? I think it's just a toaster sitting over there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they'd be like, oh, he's a toaster, I'm not gonna ask. Got dials, knobs. This knob is, from what I remember seeing, yeah, it opens, and that's what this thing, no, this thing goes on the front, actually. I'll take it back. What is this? It's an opening. I've done a little reading. I've watched a few videos, but they're old. There's a lot of older stuff out there that's not current. Okay, so I have an off, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The original video I saw was off, uncarbonated, and carbonated. So I'm gonna have to read the manual on this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to verify what I'm doing. Don't wanna screw it up on the first try. Come around here. This is your tap where your tap handle will go. Let's see if I can do it the right direction the first time. Yes, I did. There we go. There's your tap handle. Okay, we're gonna take that off for now. And then this pops right off if I remember. Yep, pops right off, just a cover. This does not come out, but it's your keg, it's inside. I don't think this turns. Oh, it does turn. Okay. Okay, I don't want to break it, so I'm not going to play with it. Oh, nope, there it goes. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I hadn't seen that yet on video. You can see inside, which means you can clean it really well. Verify it's clean. They do, from what I've seen, kind of recommend very mild detergents. Rinse it, no bleach, you know what I'm saying? If you have beer brewing equipment and you have no rinse sanitizer, that will work too. I still rinse, that's me and chemicals. I'm not a big fan of chemicals. Looking, yeah, I would say definitely, you know, I would tell you anyways to rinse it the first time, clean it out really good. But yeah, looks relatively clean. I did see a little, what I call plastic dust, which is very common. So, you know, you wash it before you use it. You do that with anything. So, you know, beer brewing is no exception. If anything, beer brewing is more so. So close this up with the handle. See if I can figure out how to close the handle. Handle goes down. On the one I saw, the handle went up. See? It's all about keeping up. Got little rubber feet. You got a QR code on the bottom. Yeah. Maybe I'm getting more excited about this than other people, but I love new technology, especially when it helps to promote the home brewing hobby, big time. Okay, got this piece, which is going to hook onto the front when it's fermenting. We're not there yet. That's when we go to do the beer brewing. So I'm gonna set that out of the way. Okay, we're gonna set the Pinter out of the way. What did I promise you? I promised you I would show you what's in the boxes. Okay, so we got 2 kits here. Your kit may be different. This is the empty box. I just want to prove to you, no magic here, you know what I mean? And then there comes the rabbit. No, just kidding. Yeah, it's an empty box. The cover, I'm just gonna set that over there. I don't need to worry about it right now. Which one do I want to open first? You know what? Let's do the Raz Session Sour Ale because we know Drew will love that one. Although I'm inclined to do the British Bitter first. Turn around, and I don't have my razor blade. I actually don't have my razor blade, but I have a knife. We'll just open them both so I don't have to worry about it. I will tell you, I did read that you do not want to, unless it's changed, you do not want to store these in the fridge. Just store them at room temperature. And you're gonna ferment at room temperature. The yeast is designed for that. My room temp, just so you know, is about 70 degrees, plus or minus a few degrees. So I'm opening the Raz Session Sour Ale. Now, originally, I saw this in a hard plastic case. This is in a nice squeezy plastic, well, not plastic, sorry. It's like that, how do you call it, like one of those aluminum type containers. I don't know what you call these things. Looks like you cut it, has a little scissor mark back here. But what is this? This is, in the most layman's terms, it's basically like they got everything ready, they were going to brew, and they got all the malts, all the yummy, all the flavors in here, and kind of reduce the amount of moisture in it. So you have a condensed version of the beer. You're going to be adding water to it. If you're going to be brewing good beer, use good water. Buy yourself some nice spring water. Don't use tap water that may have chloramine or chlorine in it. Use some good quality water to brew good quality beer. You spent some money. I know you didn't spend as much as you had to. You saved a lot of money, but let's make sure the beer comes out good by using quality water with quality ingredients. You got the quality ingredients, you need to buy the quality water. Okay, now if you have a reverse osmosis, it helps. It does reduce the mineral content a little bit too much, but it'll work, just saying. Now we have some packets in here, and we have some more cardboard. We don't need the cardboard. Okay, so I have over here, it says, do not consume. Use to clean your pinter immediately prior to brewing. Awesome, I didn't see this. Yeah, I don't think this was in the early ones, at least not what I saw on YouTube. So they're including sanitizer. Yay, disregard what I said about using other sanitizers. It comes with it, and that's a big packet of sanitizer. I mean, wow. But yeah, sanitizing agent, environmentally friendly. That's awesome. Very cool, Pinter, very cool. What do we have over here? We have fresh brewing yeast called Spark, and they have a bunch of different yeasts that they use based on the beer style, and it's, to get you slightly sweeter, slightly drier, to accentuate the hops, accentuate the malts. It's all about what you're brewing, and they pick the right yeast for that, that's going to function and do a good job at room temp. Now keep in mind, room temp is not 90 degrees, okay? Room temp is usually something comfortable, but yeah. And just personal recommendation, you take this with a grain of salt, because I don't know for a fact on this, but from my personal knowledge, I would always go with the cooler area in your house. And I'm not saying the freezer, I'm saying like a closet, a cool room, somewhere that's not sitting out in the sun or the heat, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's very cool. Flavor profile low, styles lagers. So this one is designed to be clean, light, and nice. Yeah, that way what you're doing is you're relying on this 100%. What do we have here? We have a lively and refreshing raspberry infused sour beer, perfect for a laid back gathering and a casual sipping, bursting with the balanced tart and sweetness notes of freshly picked raspberries in a sessionable brew that's sure to spark joy with every sip. Yes, I got that. I got that little pun, spark, because you got spark yeast. Ingredients: malt extract, which is barley, wheat, glucose, fructose, the sugars, which are going to be needed for the yeast to yummy take off, should we say. Raspberry juice concentrate at 3.2%. Lactic acid, which is very common in brewing, especially when you're doing sours. Natural flavoring, hop extract, water, yeast nutrient, zinc and sulfate. Yeah, they're common ingredients. I got little zinc additives now just for my beer brewing from White Labs recently. Store in a good dry place. I'm not even gonna go over calories, carbohydrates, and proteins because you gotta add water, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, well no, it says made drink, 365 milliliters, let you do the math there. And approximately 16 servings. Each serving is about 390 kcals. I'm not sure on that one. And we have almost no fat. We have very little sodium. Carbohydrates were around 69, 52.6 on the sugar, and 3.6 on the protein. Very common nutrients. These things have a 9-month shelf life. This one right here says used best by, wow, maybe that's changed too. It says 31/08/2025, so that would be almost a year from now. So I think the shelf life has increased tremendously, because that's the end of August. End of August 2025. Yeah. So if you're buying these things and you miss a month and you're doing a subscription and you get an extra one, you got time. You got time. Plus they're gonna ship you fresh stuff. Okay, let's move on. For the non-sour fans, I like a good sour from time to time, but I'm not a huge sour fan. British, ale, bitter, all good. I'm there. Same thing. This says Ancestors British Bitter, and it comes in a nice dark container, just like the previous one. Don't poke a hole in this and drink it with a straw. Do not recommend that. Keep this at room temp. If you put it in the fridge, it's gonna be hard to get all the yummy out of here. What does it say? Homely, satisfying, Moorish? Maybe it's a British description. Our house bitter is a 4.1% British classic, malty, biscuity, which is very common in British beers, and a touch of dark malt with an extra depth of glorious golden amber color, a perfect pub from home experience. Aromas, very malty. Ingredients, tasting notes, malt, amber, bitterness, low hop. Ingredients, malt extract, barley of course, invert sugar, which is kind of like a cooked sugar syrup, water, hop extract, yeast, nutrients, which has the phosphate, zinc. So it's different yeast nutrients, which is kind of interesting, but not a big deal. And our calories are around 370 or 307 cal. I'm not a calorie person. 72.9 on the carbs and 3.7 on the protein, very common. And this one is good until July 31st, 2025. So it was produced after that one, but that's a long time. Yeah, that's probably the 9 months, but that's a long time. That'll be drank way before even that. Then we have loyalty yeast. It's a slightly different yeast. And it says anything about the yeast. It says low to mid flavor profile, styles, pale ales, IPAs, double IPAs, stouts, and porters. From my understanding, that means that it helps to push both the hops and the malts. So you get a nice hoppy and malty profile. And you got, thanks to Pinter, another, cleaner. You don't have to worry about the cleaner. You don't have to buy anything but water. And you may have good water. If you don't have good water, like you're getting it out of a well and it is amazing, back like when I was a kid, you're set. If it's not, spend $1. Go get yourself a nice gallon, 2 gallons. I can't remember how much water you had. We're not on that video yet. But yeah, get yourself some quality water. You're gonna drink some quality beer, quality water. Just saying. You don't want the stuff out of your tap, especially if it's city water. It's just not recommended. But that's it. I mean, we got 2 really cool kits to brew. We got the sour series over here. We got the, what does it say? What does it call it? The fresh beer starter here. It doesn't say it's a series, but it's a British bitter. I'm good with that. British bitter, we're good. Probably gonna brew that first, although I know Drew would love a raspberry sour, which actually sounds I don't know which one we're gonna brew first. But I'll make sure to cover the brewing video. I'll make sure to cover when we break it down and we clean it and we dump out all the yeast. I do have room. There is a recommendation from what I saw, and I'll have to see if it's still current, where you can let it kind of cold crash facing up to get a little bit more of the gunk, should we say, out of it before you flip it down and pull this off and pull the, the trub, what's the debris. But yeah, this is very nice, a lot fancier than I thought it was. Very impressive. You're talking $100 right now. That includes 2 beer kits, the equipment, the back end. You can spend a little bit more. You can get another one of these without this. So you can always have beer brewing while you're drinking the other beer. You get 16 servings out of here. I don't know how many total ounces that is. I'll have to figure that out later. But for someone who has 0 home brewing equipment, that's a steal. That's a great, great deal. Like I said, again, great Christmas gift. Talking about $100. Sign up to the subscriptions. You get another 20% off from what I read and what I understand. Don't quote me on anything. You go check it out yourself. And you can get a new beer kit every single month. So if you're really hooking somebody up, you could get them a new beer kit every month for an entire year on top of the fermentation and serving. Yeah, that's right. When you're done fermenting, you drink it right out of the same system. It serves right out of it. No additional equipment needed. It's just very, very cool. I love, like I said, new equipment that gets more people into home brewing. Even if you're just putting your feet in the water, that's fine, that's a start. And some people will love it. Some people will be like, it's a hobby. Some people will just, it's a fad. But I hope to see more of you out there checking things out like this, checking some of the new technologies coming out. And don't knock it until you tried it, because this is a very cool system. It's cooler than I thought, which is really cool from me. I know I'm probably using that word way too much, especially since the 80s, and what is it, 2024, getting ready to be 2025, but it is. It's very, very creative design. A lot of engineering went into this, and I've seen a lot of changes over time. Not expecting major changes, but they have constantly been improving and improving, which is good. Wish some other companies would do that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, cheers. Don't forget, like, subscribe, keep sharing. Go check it out. Bitter Reality 50. I know you're getting a similar deal right now online, but put the code in anyways. That way, at least they let you know I sent you. Number 2, I'm gonna leave a link down below that will get you to the site. And that link will at least let me know people have been traveling from that link to there. It doesn't make me anything there or do anything for me. It's just, if you do get the deal, you get the deal. You save money. That's what it's all about. I'd rather share it than bring it home. You know what I'm saying? Cheers. Appreciate you.